Yo, what's up, guys? 96 back with another video today, guys. We will be doing some Madden, Fortnite, and Friday13. We're gonna do the Fortnite later because of the Friday, but we will be doing this first. Hold up. Are we gonna try this 10-hour thing again, guys? My game was supposed to start back up yesterday, guys, but I'm sorry because I don't even know what happened. But anyway, let's hop into the game. Also, guys, I'm doing a fundraiser. Remember, the money would be donated to me, guys. It would be going to hospitals, and things like that. They help out with the coronavirus. Other than that, that's why I've been doing the streams. Or the long stream, and also to get more subs. Big money, big money.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello.
He pulled me off.
That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick. Let my check talk it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10 forward. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an
for the overall.
Why you do that like that?
Either way.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad
like that? For the cover all the way out.
I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
My left arm.
Run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flick. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off, but just know I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa For the call of this one, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we're at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Nick Williams.
Now Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Brees on third down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
I said,
he had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but he's brought down after a huge return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Jay.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, 53 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Miss Green.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Ellington now to return it. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go.
Hey.
Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
3 down, 3 down.
Now Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Ellington. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be thankful for the 3rd phase in this one. They've had some nice punt returns on special teams.
And it feels like they're keeping it pretty simple, too. It's not a real complex scheme that they're using to return kicks. It's almost like they look to the sideline when they go out there and the coach just says, return wide side. Bring it over there, and off they go. Sometimes they'll go short side. But no matter what, it's working very well for them.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
On the ready.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Ready. 30 base. 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Airing this one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Go, 18, Tatum. What we got? Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He may try and run for it. It's a Buccaneers touchdown. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Bree's going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way. Out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
On 1st down, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys continue to pour it on. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. From the goal line all the way to the other goal line on that one. A full 100-yard return on the kickoff. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Breeze now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he finds Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Alan Bailey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Breeze now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
5-9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Breeze now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Airing this one out for Evans. They've got his man complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 95 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Saints on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he's
got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. Staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second.
Just 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down.
Nope.
Breeze.
Nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Yeah. Can you lay the bed back for? I mean, right there.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Yeah.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play in the football.
Justin. Oh.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
70, Indy. 6. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
I need a fan. Huh?
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you, life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you, it's early, I'm up, I can't spend the day with you, I'm out of my business, I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright, I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I made with you, I've been on my everybody drop, when I drop, look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind, New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Putting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude.
Hey.
Everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
On the ready. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. Planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let a opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. Ready? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats. You ready? In the street, case on the news.
Set. Set, go. Ready? Now. Ready? 18 Gator. Let's go. Down. 50 plant. Sleep river. Sleep river. Ready? Ken Lobo. Fire. Ready, break. Two.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot.
You looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot.
9 hours to go, guys.
Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Go Tank.
Y'all want me to get on with y'all? So you want me to get on? All right. Guys, I'm switching over games.